guys are doing today. And I just want to welcome you guys. I mean, the information is phenomenal in this group. Like I said, is awesome. Now, I come from a place of being more defensive because I had heart disease, actually had a stroke. Yes, I had a heart attack and ultimately bypassed. So coming to find out exactly the role that food plays and how we can kind of gain control and not have to be on certain medication. And, I say, what, I'm living from a defensive mode because I still have deficits, but I learned a connection in reference to food and how food plays a role in everything that you do. All about phytonutrients. And I hooked up with this awesome community. I thank God, Lisa and T, because especially Sonia, she was the avenue because I was eating, they talk about generational curses and mostly about generational behaviors. So I am like avid about learning as far as cooking, and I see the transformation happening physically, mentally, spiritually, in all aspects. So I'm just grateful I'm part of this community. And today I'm going to be showing you a few items that I'm doing in my kitchen. And you know what? I'm from my lineage or my background is Haitian. And we as Black people, we need to have the flavor. And that was my thing of when I started eating, say, healthier foods. Some of the stuff lacked flavor. So what I started doing was incorporating some of the old editing. Like I say, I modify a lot. And you know what? I haven't missed a beat. So welcome to my kitchen. Let me turn it around. We love the rice. We love the peas and rice. And I found a better way of modifying it so it's healthy. So I introduced quinoa into my diet. And I love it. It's a grain and it's so much better for you. So today I'm going to be doing a quinoa with roasted vegetables. Like I said, I use everything. I try to go as natural as possible. You see that? I have my old garlic press. My mother from Haiti, she taught me about this. And all I'm going to do is just beat it a bit. Now this is better than, having to go in the store and buying it. Because, I don't like preservatives. I don't like additives. So I try to find stuff from the ground. That's why I said my pantry is ultimately in my tower garden in my backyard. So I'm going to beat that. And this is where the flavor comes in. My pan is on high, and I'm going to do a little more prep work here. Like I said, I try to find organic as much as possible. My corn, something pretty simple. And I just want to show you how. You don't have to go to can. You can go ahead and buy your corn and actually cut them off. What a concept, right? Okay, my pan is on high heat. And this is how I add my flavors. You don't need to talk in reference to how laying flavors. In the Haitian custom, flavors have to be there. And this is the garlic that I use. I'm using very little oil. Like Nina said, Nina's one that taught me how to do this as far as just omitting certain stuff so you don't lose the flavors. So if you can pan coming closer, you can see that there. I'm just gonna let that work its way in here. And next thing I'm gonna add is some onions. And onion wakes up everything. My pan is on high heat. I'm gonna cook that down. Because I love flavor, and my husband is a big thing with flavor. And if a food doesn't taste good, I can pretty it up. But if the taste is not there, there's an issue. Now this here, which I opt to not use salt, this is called a piece. Now this is a blend, and it's on my page actually, Heart Sister, and it's just a blend of marinade of different ingredients, and I add that to everything I cook with. So there's citrusy, there's no salt at all, but it brings the flavor. And go ahead, turn down again. So you can see how that's doing. If you can smell how this smells, it's amazing. I'm just gonna add that there. And the next thing I'm gonna add is my fresh ingredients. I have some zucchini here. That's a little bit I'm gonna add there. And that gets fried up some more. Now I pre-cooked a few of these items. I'm just gonna throw these in. I have some bell peppers. I love the rainbow. I use everything. So I'm just gonna add that there. Mix that around. Oh, if you can smell how good it smells. Anybody has any questions, Joy?
I just want to say I can tell how good that smells just from how good it looks. I mean, you can almost smell the flavors.
Periodically, I would add a little bit of water or a little bit of AP, because what happens is I'm not using oil, because you know, with heart disease, you have to be really careful of the oil you use. So I just incorporate a little bit of steam. I call it a lot of steam cooking I do. So here I'm gonna let that cook down some more. And the corn that I have, just took off the corn, add that there.
Bella, someone asked, did you add more onions with the peppers?
Yes, I love onions. I'm guilty of it. Yes, I am. I'm an onion lover. I am. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna show you these. These are off of my tower garden. When I tell you my tower garden is a godsend, I can actually walk in my backyard and pick foods that are gonna help me, full of protein, full of phytonutrients. And you know what? It doesn't have any pesticides, any herbicides. I know exactly what's going into my body. And having control to a certain extent, it's the best feeling ever. It truly is. So I just go ahead and I went ahead and I took some of this here. Now I pre-cooked some of it, but I did add some of the raw because I like it, because it's kind of, like Nina said, it's kind of thick, but once you add, I add in some of the cooked and some of the al dente. So then you still have the crunch. Come kind of close up so you can see the pot. If you guys can see that. Like I said, time to time I'll add just a little bit of water to keep that steam going. If you can see how beautiful that is. And so the next thing I'm gonna add is some beans, red beans, more protein. Absolutely, if you can stick it in, I stick it in everything. Protein, protein, protein. Because you know, when you're like eliminating most of the animal meat, with people think that it's full of protein, where do animals get their protein from? So add that in there. And if you could smell, you could see how beautiful that is. Just pour in my plate. And you know what? We see a lot with our eyes when we eat. So it's crucial that you add that color, you make it pretty. And sometimes my husband says I go overboard. No, I'm falling in love with my food. Therefore, I'm falling in love with myself. So next thing I'm gonna add is the broccoli, which I pre-cooked those a little bit already. See that there? It's beautiful. You take a look at that. Okay, the way you do the quinoa. Quinoa is cooked like grits, and I pre-cooked this already. You just add water, you add the quinoa in, and like I said, it's a green, which is great. And I don't cook it all the way, I just do it kind of al dente because I'm gonna finish it off in my pot. So I'm gonna add that in right now. Come in closer, look at that. You can see how beautiful that is. My pot is still hot, it's high. And any questions?
You need your own cooking show. How about that?
Okay, so my pot is really hot. I'm gonna add a little bit more.
Yvel,
Yes.
is that a special brand of quinoa? Because I'm new to this whole healthy food things. Is that a special brand of quinoa?
No, it's just the I'll actually have I'll put it up later. No, it's a regular quinoa. I just go with what they have on special. I shop a lot at Aldi's because I love their food in Publix, you know. But it's I'll see if I have the box. I mean, not the box, but the bag it came in, and I'll post it or have Joy do it. But you can see here. You see how the beans, the broccoli, the colors, the squash, and everything is in this. And you know, and my son especially, you know, he doesn't look and he says, "Mom, what are you putting in here?" But once he tastes the flavors, it's like awesome. So to finish this off, I put my tomatoes in last because I love those to be kind of firm still. So that's the last thing I add on there. And then I go ahead and I took some parsley from my tower garden. If you can see that. I'm just gonna go ahead Like I said, my pantry is in my garden, which is in my backyard, which is an awesome feeling. Gonna mix that in a bit, and I'm gonna now add some red onions. Yes, just add that to there. If you can see that, I love onions. Sorry, guys. I love it, love it, love it. It brings such a, what happens here, in this here, you have a lot of textures. You see that? You have a lot of textures, you have a lot of flavors, you have a lot of nutrients, and it's a well balanced. And you know, once you bite one, you take one spoon, there's a multitude of flavors that are coming at you. And the peer resistance is lime juice. And that's my one step. I've learned how to live. I've learned how to cook. I'm feeding myself. I'm feeding my family. So it takes one simple change. And I thank Juice Plus, and I thank you ladies for being such an awesome, a friendship kind of. No, it's kind of like a family, because I can count on, I can call somebody in reference to what's going on. And you know, Nina, T, you know, Sonia, oh my gosh, Michelle, all you ladies have taught me so much. And I see how I'm evolving, and I can't wait for what's next. So thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for the privilege. Bye guys, take one more look. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Bella. That was awesome.
Thank